And we're back with 843 TV. And now I'd like to introduce you to Jennifer Ray, who is the Capital Programs Manager on Hilton Head Island. And this is interesting because you just took on a new role, a new position.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm excited to hear all about it. So let's start with, tell me about this new position.
Yes, my new position is Capital Program Manager, and it's very exciting because this is a new direction for the town. The way we've managed capital projects in the past has been through the Director of Public Projects and Facilities and using staff across departments. And this year we're trying something new, and we've created a capital projects division, and I have the honor of heading up that division as the new Capital Program Manager. And my background was in project management. I've been on the island for a long time, worked in the private sector, and then came over and joined the town almost 10 years ago. But I've been in community development and just been itching to get back into project management and have this opportunity to start a brand new team for the town.
That's really exciting as a career, too.
Oh, yes.
Talk about it. It's taken you all here for this great opportunity. So tell us about this position and what are your role and responsibilities?
My role and responsibility will be to oversee our entire capital program. Every year, the town council budgets money for projects that take care of our assets, our town assets, whether it's land, buildings, etc. This year, there's $28 million of funds budgeted, and so someone needs to oversee that and make sure projects are on schedule, on budget, that we're delivering the scope and the level of quality that council and our community expect. So I'll be overseeing a team dedicated to working on those types of projects.
Really interesting. So can you give us some ideas of what the projects entail? I mean, give us a sense of where you're working, taking these dollars.
Sure. We're taking them into many categories, and it'll be things that people are used to seeing us work on around the town. Beach renourishment is a major project for the town. That's one category of capital projects. We work on roads, either improving existing roads or adding new roads where needed. Pathways, we're a bicycle gold community. We have 60 plus miles of pathways, and some of them need repair, and then there are opportunities to add new pathways in segments that might be missing a link. We're working on parks. That is a huge category this year. We finished the Parks and Recreation Master Plan last fall and have recommendations for several new parks and improvements. We also work on facilities and equipment. The town owns several buildings. I work in town hall. We have fire stations, and those buildings need upkeep just like you would at your house. And equipment. So it might be our fire rescue apparatus and ambulances and all of the equipment that goes with that. So those are the big categories of projects. And there are a lot of things that fall within those that we can get into more detail.
And I'd like to do that. Actually, what came to mind was the Parks and Recreation, because lately, Hilton Head, we've been busy building parks. And we have that new one by Caligny Plaza.
Yes.
And that's been beautiful. It's open and everybody's enjoying it. And I know there's some other park spaces, green spaces that you've been looking at. So let's talk about that part.
Okay, that is near and dear to my heart. Parks and Recreation is probably my favorite part of capital projects. And actually next week, we're going to kick off one of the major projects. The town owns property in the Port Royal area. We call it the Mid-Island Track. It was formerly golf course property that we've owned for a long time, and we're planning to turn that into a new community park. We're also going to look at that area around the Mid-Island. So think of the area around Northridge Plaza, Port Royal Plaza, that kind of Chaplin, that part of the community, and just look at redeveloping that area to bring it up to provide what the people in that area need. But that park project is very exciting because it was a natural area that became a golf course, and now we're going to turn it back into a park. So it was natural, then man-made, and now turning it natural again. So it's a very unique story and opportunity, and that'll kick off next week with consultants in town. Another major park project is the renovation of Chaplin Community Park and Crossings Park, two of our other major existing parks. We have another team, and the week after, they're going to be in town, and we're going to start kicking that off and looking at what goes where, and maybe there are things that have come up that we don't have a home for right now, such as pickleball. Pickleball is a growing sport, and we don't really have a pickleball complex. We have some courts here and there, so maybe that's an opportunity. We have a lot of interest in disc golf, in biking, and playgrounds for kids with splash pads, much like at Low Country Celebration Park that you mentioned. So those are opportunities coming up, and it's good that we're talking about it because there'll be an opportunity for the public to get involved. We love to have input from community, from our stakeholders, and so if everyone can watch for that on the town's website, we'll make sure and get that out when people can come, because we want to know what y'all want in our parks before we just go out and put the shovel in the ground.
And Jennifer, I know we were talking about that off camera, is that how much our community gets to have a voice in what goes on in our island. And I love the idea of pickleball courts, public pickleball courts, say that 3 times fast, and all the other things that we're thinking about. I love that. So we're going to hold right here.
Okay.
And we'll be right back with more 843 TV.